might happen to both veteran or new travelers. It might happen while you're sitting in a restaurant, moments after enjoying a meal, content to watch the rhythm of the people pass you by. It can happen when you're walking down a nameless alleyway, uncertain of where you are, but certain that you're enjoying the adventure. It can happen when you're in your tour group, gazing at the marvels, though you know you're in a tourist trap. It can sneak up on you, or it can hit you like a thunderbolt. That indescribable feeling that the place you're visiting keeps calling you back, that this can be your second home. The idea is beguiling. Leave the familiar and the comforts of home to live in a new and unfamiliar setting. You know you'll have to learn everything from scratch. How to say hello, how to cross the street, how to drive on the other side, the customs, taboos, and norms. The 2020 NAVI Planner is an homage to that feeling of possibly belonging to some other place that isn't exactly home, but feels like home. Let's take a look inside. For the 2020 NAVI Planner, we asked 12 travel bloggers to share places they consider their second home. They share stories about plantations, mountains, famous streets, even places underwater. As you flip through each page, allow yourself to see the world as the bloggers do. Let the places grow on you. Their culture, people, language, and maybe you'll find yourself aspiring to find that second home too. Remember a place you deeply resonate with, and as you live your life day to day, imagine yourself traveling back to that special place. How does it make you feel? Excited? Happy? Looking forward? Take that feeling with you now. See yourself as a traveler of life. This is what NAVI is all about. First, NAVI teaches you how to navigate through life, which really has to do about experiencing yourself differently and making positive choices. The Navigator's Manifesto will inspire you to write your own personal mantra in life. This is your space, and Dear 2020 are pages that go together. This is the space where you tell yourself, I am worthy of a meaningful life, a life I myself create. My goals and my bucket list are meant to help ground you in your life goals and in your travel goals too. Where do you want to go? A travel-inspired planner like NAVI won't be complete without pages where you can plan your trips. Jot down the details here in the must-see destinations spread. We also equip you with a pre-trip checklist and things to pack page so you don't miss out on the important things you need while traveling. 101 Things to Do in 2020 serves as your travel idea list. The itinerary spread will help you maximize every place you visit. Be inspired to see more of the world by coloring in the places you've already been using the Color Your World spread. 2020 NAVI Planner is packed with all of these useful features. Now, are you excited to see the places we're featuring and the stories behind them? January features the Aurora Borealis in Iceland as Angeli dubs second home. Angeli is the founder of Access Travel. She talks about how Iceland can be so empty, in a good way. Being so far away from the city life we are used to, it's a place so serene where you can really rest and where you can regain your hope, which is the gift of the Aurora Borealis to Angeli. Every monthly calendar spread shares each blogger's must-sees, must-eats, and must-dos. Angeli recommends exploring Iceland, not just the Aurora Borealis, eating at Mat Bar, and joining photography tours to hunt aurora. February features Moal Boal in Cebu as travel blogger Jun Lau's second home. He shares how for the past 10 years, he never tires of watching an immense school of sardines along the coastline. It's his favorite place to dive in because watching the millions of shoaling fish simply allows him to let go and be in awe. June recommends diving in the unspoiled waters of Moal Boal, trying out Lechon Cebu, and attending the Kakasangan Festival. March features La Pedrera in Barcelona, Spain, as chosen by award-winning filmmaker and photographer Aaron Palabiab. He fell in love with the energy of Spain, the beautiful language, the sunny beaches, and the moody mountains. These things about Spain make it an undeniably romantic place to live in. Aaron recommends seeing the Sagrada Familia, tasting authentic paella or nachos with chorizo, and going up Castell de Montjuic. April features Archer's National Park, a breathtaking site in Utah, USA, chosen by Paula Gaston, a traveler in profession. The Red Rocks, Hoodoos, and Slot Canyons are must-sees of the place. These are rock formations you can't see anywhere else. The color of the rocks against the blue sky is amazing. Paula recommends visiting national parks, eating Navajo tacos, and hiking and looking for dinosaur tracks. May features the tea plantation in Kerala, India, as travel photojournalist Melo Villarreal's second home, far from the typical humid and overpopulated tourist attraction you imagine when visiting India. Kerala has palm-lined beaches and backwaters, and beautiful hills turned into a tea plantation. It's highly reminiscent of Bohol in our home country. Melo recommends seeing the tea plantations, snake boat race, and Teyam performance. For the food, he recommends the variety of bananas, then seeing bathing elephants, staying in a houseboat, and taking a spice tour. June features a local spot, Batanes Island, chosen by award-winning photographer, writer, and blogger Verds de Sena as his second home. He fully appreciated Batanes when his boat capsized coming from a trip to Sabtang Island. He was enamored by the kindness of an Ivatan couple who took them in for a few days until it was safe enough to head back. Travel really is more about the places you see. It's also about the people you get to know. Verds recommends experiencing the Vayang rolling hills and the Rapang cliffs in Itbayat, trying out local cuisines like uvud bowls, lunis, tibang, dorado, and turmeric rice, and visiting nearby islands, Sabtang and Itbayat. July features the Opera House in Sydney, Australia, artist Rachel Halili's second home. She juggled casual jobs to fund her year-long stay in Sydney. She fell in love with Sydney's diversity in culture and accessibility to beaches and parks. It taught her to enjoy unhurried living, spending more time outdoors and bathing under the sun in beaches and parks. For Rachel, Sydney is the closest place on earth to utopia. Rachel recommends seeing the view of the city from the Sydney Tower, grabbing fish and chips by the beach, then doing a coastal walk from Bondi to Coogee. August features Myeongdong in Seoul, Korea, as Trixie Vastorp's second home. Trixie Vastorp is a stylist/traveler who's known as a stylist Nuna. Seoul is special to Trixie because of how it transforms every season. She shares about how each district has its own hip street that boasts all sorts of quirky finds. It would take a whole afternoon to explore each. Trixie recommends checking out Nandaemun Market, eating mandu, and also feasting on authentic Korean food in hole-in-the-wall places. September features Japan, Neil Alvin Deserio's second home. Neil is a preschool teacher, author, and travel blogger. The Arashiyama bamboo forest is unlike many of the places he's been to. It evokes joyful feelings from his family's first trip out of the country. It makes him think about the extreme hospitality he felt from their hosts, the taste of exotic Japanese food, and experiences money can't buy. Neil recommends seeing the colorful kimono-designed pillars, eating tofu kaiseki, and making a wish at the Pond of the Dragon. October features Mount Bromo in East Java, Indonesia, as Jonas Roque's second home. Jonas is the blogger behind Wandering Weekend Warrior. For Jonas, the similarities between Indonesia and the Philippines is uncanny. The landscape of mountains, beaches, and rice terraces felt just like home. He had an instant connection to Indonesia the first time he visited, and was even mistaken so many times for a local. When you travel, you may search for the thrill, but sometimes the thrill comes in feeling the familiarity in a space outside home. Jonas recommends seeing the Uluwatu Temple, eating rendang, and hiking Mount Bromo. November features the Avalon Danube cruise ship in Czech Republic as Anton Diaz's second home. Anton is the mind behind Our Awesome Planet. It was his first time on board the Avalon, cruising along the Danube from Budapest to Prague. Watching the sun rise over the forest and the morning rays reflecting on the river gave him that surreal feeling that I am home. Anton recommends cruising the Danube on a river tour, visiting the Great Market, getting authentic Hungarian goulash, and exploring the Jewish Quarter. December features Rome, Italy, as Ayen de la Torre's second home. Ayen is a multifaceted traveler who's also the co-founder of Where To Next. Ayen's experience of Italy is similar to a normal day at home. She remembers waking up to her aunt's garden full of fresh produce, eating fresh pasta paired with wine. She muses about getting a haircut, spending Easter with a Filipino-Italian family, and eating and chatting for hours on end. The gift of Italy is to remind her to be grateful for the opportunities she has and for the home she can always come back to. Ayen recommends checking out the vineyards of Tuscany, eating gelato, and spending time with your kababayans in Italy. I hope you enjoyed that quick trip. Lastly, Check the pocket we put at the back of the planner that you can use to keep receipts, pictures, notes, and other important things. Now let's go back to the first few pages and focus on making a life declaration. At Viviamo, we're all about creating products and spaces to explore, discover, design for a meaningful life. And this meaningful life is unique to each one of us. This is where you can declare what a meaningful life is for you. This is my 2020 declaration. What is your life declaration? Post this on social media using the hashtag #LifeDeclarations. As you begin your 2020, my hope for you is that you proceed with curiosity, that you collect experiences that make you a better person, that you keep track of the important things, and that wherever you find yourself, may you always find your way back home.